Alright, y'all. I'll make a video as long as you promise not to make fun of how messy my shop is. So, tonight, a little bit different. Finally. Because it takes me so long to make progress on my car. But I am making progress, so I've got a lot of stuff getting TIG welded because I'm not great at that. I can do it, and I have one. It's in the garage, in my other garage attached to my house. I've got a TIG machine. I'm just not great at it, you know. But anyhow, I'm finally making progress on the car. I've ordered some blow-off valves and wastegates, and stuff's about to come through. But another half of this project here, I need some way to haul this thing, and a lot of other stuff. Like my Kubota tractor makes appearance in some of the videos, and it does okay. So I've got another tractor here. You see it over there? No, I'm just playing. It's 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. But I've got another trailer, and it was just a little too small for what I like. But here we are. I got a trailer for free. My buddy and I next door are altering it. We're enhancing it, as we call it. So like I said, I just got done. It's whatever time at night. 10 o'clock, not even. Just turned 10 o'clock. And been working on this thing for a bit, and just a little tired, so I haven't quite cleaned up. But what do we got? A steel-decked trailer for free. Okay? Title and everything. The problem is, it was 14 feet in length. So if you've ever bought a trailer or tried to buy one, these things are expensive. I mean, we couldn't get a decent trailer for $3,000. Like, neighbor and I, buddy and I, Doug, we were going to split this cost, but I mean, we ended up really thinking $5,000 was going to be what we're going to spend. So we said, hey, why don't we just make our own? So as you can see, we got some activity going on here in the back. Now, if any of you are real welders, stop watching this video, turn it off, because this is going to be a whole lot of... You'll make fun of me. I'm amateur at best, but it is super strong, I guarantee you. Nothing is moving. I'm not putting anyone, on risk on the road. This is strong welds. It's just not as smooth as I'm sure some of you could make it, but 14-foot trailer, steel decked, extending it 4 feet. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So we got tube to go up in the frame that exists, welded, supports welded, and these additional supports here, they're going to house some like hidden D-rings into the deck that will be great for cars and other things, you got to cross up in the back when you haul. But we are building our own trailer. Excuse me. Mosquitoes are out. So for anybody that's interested in the specs, it'll be 18 feet from the top of the deck up there to the back. I'm not sure. We got a nice box on it that was given to us. I'm not sure what we're going to do. Might try to move it forward because we got some plate steel behind me. You can see down there. That's just 10 gauge stuff, but I got some thicker 1/4 inch plate. Not over there somewhere. That we're going to make a mount for a winch to go on. So there's all of our hardware. There's some U-bolts. And here's the suspension. All right. Leaf springs, mounts, pivots, all that good stuff. Now these axles will go bye-bye. Excuse me, that rust will go bye-bye. This trailer is going to get blasted and recoated. So these axles are this, the old style. If anybody knows anything, what's the proper name? I forget right off the top of my head. But they hold the rim in with the lugs and the clamps and everything. Clamps is not the right term, but if you know anything about trailers, you know what I'm talking about. So outside, I have two brand new 5,200 pound. They were marketed as 5,200 pound. I think they're 5,000 pound axles. And that's what all that suspension is going for. 5,200 pound, 5,000 pound axles, we'll call them, that both have electric brakes on them. So it'll be quite nice to stop with, wired up 7-pin connector, and you've got that in your truck, and you hit the brake controller. It's kind of automatic after you set it, but you got anything big back here like a car, it'll be nice to stop with both axles having brakes on them. Now, with that being said, with extending the trailer 4 feet, don't have all the supports welded in. We'll get those, I might get those done tonight and then do all the finish welding tomorrow. These axles are getting cut out. As you can see, like I said, with the mess, I got all the U-bolts cut out, all that good stuff. Let's come back to that in just a second. But over here, you can see all my marks and measures and everything. This is all getting slid back. So that's why all that new suspension stuff is ready to go. It was a lot easier just to buy new suspension stuff. Components, leaf springs, all that, and shackles and all that good stuff, than to try to reuse any of this. So the fenders are getting cut off. I've got one fender you can see is missing. This fender will get cut off. I've got brand new fenders, new axles, new suspension. All that'll get moved back here. And we'll have us a nice trailer. Yeah. See? That's why I said don't make fun of my welding. Don't look. This is the best piece of equipment I believe I've ever bought, next to this guy. Right? So that's a MIG machine. I'd say it's the best. It's kind of relative because we're not using that at all, right? We've been using this old Lincoln 220 volt. It's a stick welder. It's the best thing you could do. But this, oh, who knows what this is? Raise your hand. This is a brand new, the tip will tell you differently, but this is about a couple weeks old or 2 weeks old or not even. What is it? It's a plasma cutter. Oh man, things like this fender that's got to come off. Oh yeah, look how gross all that stuff is. Cutting fenders off, cutting all these shackles off, all this stuff that'll be happening later tonight. Cutting plate steel, all that. Man, with that plasma cutter, you spend your time getting set up, right? Make your measurements, like so. Measure twice, cut once. But if you took this plate steel, well, don't cut that. But if you took this rusty piece of plate, and let's say you made a mark right there, your only limitation is how steady your hand is. And that soapstone right there. Man, oh man. That's a nice piece of equipment to have. And they aren't super cheap. About as expensive as a setup as that MIG, This one was on sale at one of the stores in here in the Midwest, Farm and Fleet. It's kind of like Tractor Supply. Really, really close. They had better prices than any of the Home Depots or any of that kind of stuff. Lowe's, you know what? About $600 or so, give or take, a few bucks. But it's good to go. Onboard air compressor. It's nice. Might have to make a video of me using that later. But yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. There's that race car, I swear. But then there's everything that supports it. So y'all be good. I'm going to keep working on this. If I can figure out a way to make a video of me cutting stuff with the plasma cutter, I will. I have no idea how that works on telephone. But yep, y'all be good.